Carolina Panthers.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
Number 28.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Aaron Rodgers.
Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Rodgers pass. Complete to number 80.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Gets past one man. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Dillon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
Rodgers pass.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Panthers' 14-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Dillon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play-action pass. You see the end result. usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Good. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
DJ Moore.
3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Panthers nothing.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and...
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
At the 16-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 7, Panthers nothing.
On second down, Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dancing to his left, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
For the point after, Corey Vedvik. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And it's 3rd down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. If second quarter they're down big already, he's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
This, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
25-yard line.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore.
Complete to DJ Moore. A gain of 11.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Packers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
11 yards there, first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
There he goes screen with Dillon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. A dump underneath to Jones.
The pass.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And it's
Back to throw again. Completes it to Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Packers 21, Panthers 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll find Aguara complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
To throw again, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Aaron Jones.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
13 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jones.
39-yard line.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Green Bay Packers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a run with Dillon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
now Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Derek Brown on the stop. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And his kick here is good.
The field goal is.
And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Packers 27.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll go again to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, Dillon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Now third
from the gun. Rodgers caught left side by Funchess. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Dillon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They run once more with Dillon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Dillon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On third down, Lincoln. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
The fourth down.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Reuben Foster just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Parker touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Vedvik now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
2nd and 3. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
26 Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that.
Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Dillon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.